Ahoy hoy! King Udon, welcome in, buddy. How's it going? First of the stream, round of applause. Well done, well done. You made it! You got it right! Today's the day! How you doing, man? You're right, it is Transistor. A game I have played a little bit of, but I haven't played too much of. I played it, the sword then spoke to me through the the controller, scared the shit out of me, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened after then. How have you been, man? It's Matsumoto from Batsu Games. I fucking love it. Oh, I think his comedy group's called Downtown, or something like that. Nice, back to it to America, some more headway and Soak saying. Oh, excellent. Good. I'm glad, man. Oh.
Luxury gay space communist is a powder keg. As if there's anyone else I'd rather sub for, kissing face.
Lux, you fabulous bastard, you. Thank you for the sub, man. Thank you for 4 months. 4 months already? It feels like I've only known you've been on this earth for like 4 days. How's it? My day was good. I am currently the only person in at work, basically, at all, it feels. So, I should be stressed, but I'm not. Oh, cancel. What am I doing? But it's been alright. It's been a good day. I'm not emotionally invested enough to have a bad day at work. But Lux, how's your day going as well, my friend? So, what, did you do anything with your day off, King Udon, or is it spectacularly wasted, as my off days tend to be? And hey, chat. But I hope you're all doing very, very, very freaking well. I'm on a train with terrible signal. Ugh. Well, hope you get home soon, or wherever you're going. Whatever your destination is, get there soon. Well, I got a haircut, which has been meaning to do forever. Fair, so it's productive at the very least. Good, good. Was it a decent cut? Are we proud of the cut? What's this?
Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice?
The stream's not complete without a little bit of the Portal soundtrack, is it? This is just a random video game soundtrack playlist I found, and I'm not sure about it so far. The missus were happy to know. Portal 3 when? That is the real question. When can we Portal 3? Soon I hope. But I'm doing well. I'm hoping tonight we can maybe finish this wonderful robot man. And maybe we can even make the actual bits alert on stream as well. Do a little bit of video editing and stuff like that. Show you how trash I truly am at it. But I've had a good week, I feel. I feel like I've had a good week. Other people might disagree and say, no, Adam, you've had a shit week. But I feel like I've had a good week. So, if you believe the rumors, I've had a good week. So far. I'm not gonna call it yet.
Oh, did you think I meant you?
But the biggest part of it is still getting used to this lip piercing. It seems to change position like every day as the swelling goes down and like the wound basically heals. It's going a little bit whoopah. This will follow a piercing screws little frames way to give more frames. Probably is. You haven't seen it. Let's go just check. This is a little one. Cheeky little thing. Oh yeah, I was stung a little bit. It's someone very much in my personal space driving needles through my face. Not in a hurry to go and do that again. But I'm glad I have it. There she is. I also got my ears done as well, so they're chilling underneath my headphones. There's nothing much exciting about the lobe piercings. It's just your basic, like, what every girl gets as a teenager. I apparently waited until my 4th piercings to get. So you have 3 in a lower lip, now there are 3 little holes where there used to be. My partner has, it's not a competition, my partner has 4. And 2 on there, and then 2 in the middle there. And they took these ones out, and they've took those ones out as well for a while, but they've recently put these back in. You should have a lip piercing as well. I've heard a lot of people used to have lip piercings, but they decide it's a lot of work or something like that. So I'm looking forward to getting to that point where I'm just like, I'm over it. The novelty is well and truly worn off. I don't want to catch it on anything anymore. I generally feel that's the way it's gonna go. But yeah, it's quicker. It's quicker than a tattoo, and cheaper than a tattoo as well, and more immediate than a tattoo. My next tattoo is booked in. The artist won't be free until end of February, if you believe. Hot damn. I want more tattoos. I want to be fucking covered in tattoos. Like other than like my face, I want to be just like head to toe covered. But I just poor. Same, buddy. I used to have a lip piercing. Oh, you had to drop it to be a teacher. Oh, really? I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, it's not gonna be people won't allow it for uniform in the UK at the very least. But you got your half sleeve. What's on your half sleeve then? What makes up that half sleeve? Is it many pinups? Because it better be. What am I doing? It better be nothing but pinups. This dude. Sans, my love. How you doing, buddy? How's your week going? I hope you're doing well, man. How is 𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎 treating you? Is it still buggy as all hell? And then again, I'm going to create a field, so I guess it's loud. There's been subpar. Oof. Well, hopefully it can be a little bit better towards the evening. Hopefully. And we can be a little bit of comfort and entertainment in this subpar day. But what's new with me? So yeah, we've got the piercings done. I have tattoos booked for end of February. I have a want to get a lot of Spider-Man tattoos, right? I want to get a lot of Spider-Man, but specifically Superior Spider-Man, because I love me Superior Spider-Man. Probably my favorite version of Spider-Man, not gonna lie. Peter, brackets, Otto, Octavius. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Another part of the forum is a bear sitting in the woods atop of a giant squid on waves, the style of the Great River. Oh, excellent! That sounds really cool. Finished Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 has been good. Only issues being that climbing the vines is a tad scuffed and sometimes it closes down when I tab out. Yeah, tabbing out of games has never been a very strong move. It tends to make the game freak out and think you don't love it anymore, and then it just throws a little bit of a tiff. But I haven't played all the way through Darksiders 2, but I enjoyed what I did play of it, and it's a game I do want to go back to. So maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. Spider-Man 2099 is your favorite. Fair enough. I do like. Oh, what's his name? Is it Miguel O'Hara? Something like that. Ben Riley. I like Ben Riley's costume. I like Ben Riley's costume with the hoodie and the red sort of morph suit underneath. That was always really cool. The only good thing to come out of the Clone Saga. Oh my god, the Clone Saga. Oh. There's no quicker way to see what kind of a Spidey fan you're dealing with than mention the Clone Saga. Oh, holy shit, that thing. And it came back not too many years ago. It came back with No, it's Michelle Rodriguez is the is the is the Latinx person we're thinking of there. I almost said Michelle Rodriguez. Super Lights is Delights, yeah, where sun is everywhere. Yeah, he's super cool. I love him. He's got one of the cooler suits as well. It's one of the things that has probably endeared me to Spider-Man in recent years is all the Spider-Verse stuff, because it just means loads of new costumes. And if you know me, you know I likes me some costumes. So all the new costumes come out of Spider-Verse and things like that. It's like yummy, yummy. Adam eats up all day, every day, baby. His search for most of the holiday celebrating. Oh, the De los Muertos holiday, Day of the Dead, I believe is the day. I believe. But yeah, he is very, very cool. I completely support Spider-Man 2099 as a favorite. Completely valid choice, sir. My favorite is I have to go with Superior Spider-Man. I absolutely adore Spider-Man 29. Superior Spider-Man. Wonderless, welcome in, my friend. How you doing? And always, we gotta love the gays and do lots of crime. That's the way we do things around here. Is we be gay and we do the crimes. How's your week, buddy? Full of gay crime? It better be. So yeah, the leg sleeve I want is so it's I don't know if it's a leg sleeve or I call it a trouser leg. I call it a trouser leg tattoos, but I've heard that's not the right way. But it fucking is. You don't have sleeves on your legs. you have trouser legs. Is I want all Superior Spidey stuff. You're not gay, can you still do crimes? Absolutely, you can still do crimes. On our heist gang, we have space for allies. You best believe. We're an inclusive band of criminals around here. All the edge. It is really edgy. I know. Who's the actual legend from the Clone Saga that had a cape in his face covered? Ooh, shit, I don't know. Was it the Jackal? Was that it? Was he like the head honcho, the Jackal? I feel like it was the Jackal, but I might be wrong. No, he was a he was a Spidey, was he? Right, been here and there. Fucked on my sleep schedule. Wondrous, no, the sleep schedule is sacred. It's so difficult to get back on track. Oh well. It will heal. Like most things, it will heal. You'll regain control of that sleep pattern. Rise is spawn super buff. Ooh, I'm gonna have to Google it now. Oh, Kane! Yes, did he become the Scarlet Spider? Or was Kane? I think Kane went. Kane ended up going to Texas, I think, and just becoming a vigilante down there, but would kill people. Yes, I remember him now. Kane. Peak 90s edgelord, and yeah, definitely very, very Spawn-esque. I completely forgot. Like a lot of people, I completely forgot Kane existed. I think he was like, was he always on the brink? Like, his clone mutation was that he was usually more powerful than others, but it gave him like a massively reduced lifespan or something like that. like any comic book good deal of powers, it came with a massive drawback that he's basically screwed. Like, don't invest in long form TV shows because you're not going to see the end of it. Turn into this. Yeah, I remember that now. That's a cool suit, though. I do like it. I should at some point play the recent Spider-Man games on stream because they're right up my street, and I know my partner's played them, so I know they are very, very cool. Like firsthand, I know they are very cool. I don't know what this place is really doing. It's the Angry Birds main theme. Alright. So let's see. This one has some Final Fantasy, some Tekken on it. Let's try here. Oh, some Guilty Gear. Oh yeah, now it's an Explosive Barrel stream. We've got some wailing guitars. There's probably going to be a Japanese man shouting in broken English. It's going to be... It's one of my hallmarks. You don't get to pick your brand sometimes. He's super deformed. Oh, he does... Yes, of course. His mutation went further, didn't it? And he's just basically more Spider than man. Yeah, the classic sort of 90s edgelord, which meant he got the raw end of the stick on every scale going. No one can see me. I am disgusting. Yeah. Speaks like Batman, probably. Christian Bale's Batman at the very least. Which, I don't know. That the voice he did for Batman, like, I think, to take a quick sidestep, I think that Christian Bale makes a better Bruce Wayne than he does Batman. I like his Batman. I think he's a good Batman, but I think his Bruce Wayne is way better. Is that a hot take? People seem to like live and die by those films. I just realised what the strongest attacking attack is too. If you do a dash attack with a heave weapon, then time the next attack right, you deal so much damage in one hit. It's filthy. See, I liked the massive weapons as well, because you could down enemies in like 2 hits rather than like 4 to 5 hits of a light weapon. It's like, just in terms of efficiency of button presses, it's way better. It's way better. Yeah, I think, so Udon, going back to something you said earlier, about the alerts being low frame rate, I don't know if they are or not. I think they should be, they're rendered at 30 frames a second, so they should be at least half decent. The thing is, the way I've got them set up is I need all my alerts to stay within a 1 gigabyte space, so they can't be that big. And I think 60 frames a second would be too much. So I don't know. There's some tinkering I want to do with them. And I've had a couple of people say, like, should I make I should make the sub alert longer, which I'm not against, because I think the follow alert is 6 seconds long. The sub one is 3 seconds, I think. There's definitely a way to get 60 with small file sizes. Yeah, so the 1080p videos, because I want them nice and crisp. The editor I'm using is called One Shot, and it doesn't have much in the way of rendering options. It's something I need to do more investigation with. But as a first attempt at any sort of like video editing, I'm really pleased with them. Depending on if I get the colouring done for this character tonight, we might have a look at some of it. See how it goes. Because this bits robot will actually be one of, I think, 3 bits alerts. Because I want one for 1 to 99 bits. This one will be 100 to 999 bits, and there'll be another one which will be 1,000+ bits. Did you face it as much high frame rate as the next two? Actually, was slightly jarring. Okay, fair enough. No, I wouldn't. Don't worry, I don't take it as a diss by any stretch. I always welcome any sort of critique because I'm always looking to improve. So it's absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. I'm only crying on the inside. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not crying. You're crying. Shut up. It's like anything on my channel, like it's all an open book to be critiqued. Because if I can do something better, surely it behooves me to do it better, right? Like, who does it service to do something poorly? Like, not me, that's for sure. Flip the canvas. It makes us flip it to canvas. So now everything's backwards. And I have to readjust what the hell is going on with anything anymore. Yeah, cheeky fecker. Also, so we're talking like stream stuff, which we often do on these streams, because why not? I have a little bit fallen into the trap almost of counting follows, because I thought like, oh, we could try and end because my 1 year of streaming is coming up end of December. And we're close to 400 follows. I would like to, if possible, like end my first year of streaming on 500 follows. And the past couple of days have been very, very good. I think the stream Bloodborne was actually really good for me. And like there was a lot of new people that jumped in and started throwing follows around. And it sort of reignited like a oh, we could actually do this. Could we? So now I'm like, what do I do? Because it was like 100 followers a month for like the last 3 months, and I'd be able to do it. And we did the previous month, and this month ends today. We're 14 follows short. So if you've got 14 mates that want to come in and drop a follow, then we'll keep us on track for our target. So yeah, I've been fighting that off pretty hard this week. So like, no, I don't need it. I don't need to count this shit anymore. It doesn't actually... Follows is not a good indication of how well your stream is going. So yeah, I've been fighting with that a little bit this week. In terms of like, the mental health of a streamer. Because follows is not something you can control in the slightest. You cannot control it. Unless you pump those figures artificially, you cannot control it. It doesn't happen. So there's no real point in like trying to push it. So for example, like I have the follows thing at the bottom. It's just a polite reminder to people that following is something that you can do. To like let them know that that's a thing that you can do. It's a little bit of, rather than just following, you can affect something on screen very easily. And yeah, it's it's a difficult one because I'm now in. I have that mindset. It's like resurfaced, so I need to resettle it again. I pump up a lot of things. Numbers are not one of them. You pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Pump up the jam. It's the same as view account. The more you look at it, the more it bother you. Exactly. Or rather, the more it finds its way into your mind. It burrows in. Oh, it burrows. Yeah. It's brutal. So, in the same breath that I know it's stupid, if you have 14 mates, I know, but also, rather counterproductively to what we were just saying, I have been more active across the internet recently, and that feels good to do. The first time in a long time, I've been active around the intertubes and actually being present on other social media sites, which I am generally like trash at. I'm not very good at doing that sort of stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually very happy with my own company. So when I'm not actively streaming or out with friends or socializing and things like that, I can happily sit in a room by myself for days at a time and not even blink. So the whole pace of social media is very, very unnatural for me. It's hard to really key into. But I know that's how streams grow. You need to be present everywhere else. All you can do is focus on having a good time. Everything else is bonus. Fucking spot on. I'd always enter a stream and expect no one to be there. So anytime people came, it was a pleasant surprise. True, me too. If no one turned up, still had a good time. Yeah, exactly. I'm very, very fortunate that anyone turns up. And it's always a nice surprise to see anyone here. But it's always, the expectation is always, no one's going to be here. Because the moment you get complacent and think that people ought to be here is the moment that people don't turn up and it ruins you for months. Might you find social media very draining? Yeah, same. I try and get along with it, but I really don't. Also, hi Mai, how you doing? How is your day? So yeah, social media is always like the best thing me as an artist can do, but also hella draining. So we'll see how it goes. How much stamina I have for social media this time around. Sure can be, John, but social media is what you make of it. True, it's kind of those things like it's defined by the people you surround yourself with. Is a big thing of social media, and I didn't learn that for many years. Where I got into like a bit of a rut with social media, with that it felt like it was just a shit time for everyone. It turned out all the people I was following were just miserable. So unfollowing a lot of people and readjusting and being more careful of who I follow from there on out has helped me be present online a lot more. Because I'm very much a vibe sponge, if you will. I will pick up the tone of the room. So if everyone in the room is miserable, I will be miserable as well. If everyone in the room is hype, I will be hype. And what I was doing was I was surrounding myself with people that were just bitching and moaning about all manner of things, and that's what I would do, and that's the mental space I was occupying. And when I realized that, I was like, this is grotesque. Let's never do this again. And since then, I've been very careful to pick and choose who I follow. And I find social media a much better place to exist. But I struggle with the minutiae of posting. So like posting artwork or things like that is absolutely fine. But posting my day-to-day stuff, the sort of in-between things, I find very difficult. I really struggle with, because I keep falling into the trap of who the fuck cares. And I know exactly who the fuck cares. It's the people that will like that stuff and engage with it. There are plenty of people that do. Just because I don't doesn't mean that no one will. So the whole like who gives a shit is a complete fallacy, really. Social media has no draw for you. That's fair enough. I would never pressure someone. I would never say anyone's missing out by not being there. Beard, want to come in, bud? Or Mossy? Which do you prefer, Beard or Mossy? It's good to see you, bud. No, I don't give a shit about you. I'd expect nothing less. Yeah, I know. You're only here for the gameplay. You mute me as soon as I come on. I know. I know your game, Mike. But yeah, Mossy is good. Excellent. Is that sentence twofold? Mossy is good to call you, and Mossy is good. Mossy is doing well. Mossy is having a good time. Mossy is pleased. Right, we need to do something with these eyes, I reckon. So we do this. Now we can cut out. Oh, hang on. Do that first. What are you working on? So this will be this will be our bits alert eventually. So it's a little robot with a sack of coins. It works both ways. I get that. I get that. So this guy will be our bits alert eventually. Once we've coloured him in and slapped him over. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do with him. Because I do want a few different versions of him. Because I want like almost like a tier list of him. So for example, we have this one. So that's a sketch I'm building out of this guy. He will be made of wood and almost like barrels, and that will be like a 1 to 99 bits alert. This guy will be 100 to 999, and then there'll be another one for 1,000 plus. Killed for a Ferengi bits one. Oh fuck yeah! Yeah, our low tier Warforged man is basically gonna be made out of barrels. A little bit of a pirate thing. Maybe just change my channel points to Gold Press Latinum. Do it, dude! Absolutely. The Latinum would be great fun. That makes him look very, very cutesy. But I'm not against it. I like his big, cute eyes. It makes him really friendly and nice. I draw a lot of edgy characters, so someone that just it looks genuinely happy to be there. I'm alright with that. A cutesy Warforged. Charisma, like, +4, like... An 18 charisma, given that +4 modifier. Like, I like that. That coins would be bigger rich too. Yes, so Mossy, something I actually thought about was so the low tier would be like holding a coin, so just like flicking a singular coin over, this one has got a small coin purse, and the next one will be holding a bigger sack of coin. And the higher tier one will be covered in like gold and filigree and like noticeably like much nicer, much ritzier, glitzier. Warlock Warforged just doesn't seem like it. Huh? There's a cool character in Pillars of Eternity who's essentially a soul trapped in armor who's a serial killer. Oh yes, Barry the Chopper from Fullmetal Alchemist is the guy that you're comparing that one to. I love that. Barry the Chopper was fantastic. I love Barry the Chopper. He was so much fun. I mean, he wasn't a serial killer, so you know, not going to invite him round. But he was fun to watch on stream. You know. Yeah, I actually like the big cutesy eyes. Ooh, that's still that. Just do this big bold outline. Because there's a lot of these that I want to do. So I need to do a raid one as well. And I was doing some tinkering earlier. Because the raid one, I want to be like a band of orcs. Like literally raiding into the stream. And the thing is, the color key that I've got on OBS to filter out the green. Oh, maybe a paladin. Paladins have a lot of charisma. I'm also a proponent of when you build your D&D character, put your highest stat in the main stat of the class, just for an easy time to make yourself effective. Put your second highest stat anywhere you want. So I made a barbarian that was strong first, charisma second, constitution third, because he was a circus strongman, so it needed to be very charismatic, and I had so much fucking fun with him. Better Klingons charging. I can see that being your Zudon, because you are down with all the Klingon with the Star Trek. Mine's much more D&D fantasy area. So for example, if I show you guys some things, so if I test follow.
Thank you, darling.
So that's the follow alert. And if I turn off the chroma key and test to follow again.
Thank you, darling.
All green. But we keep that going. We keep that on. And then what I've done is on the donations thing, because I don't have donations set up for my stream. I don't like people just giving me money for nothing. If I show you the donations, I put a color like swatch across the entire thing, so you can see what's keyed out. And you see that big lump in the middle? That's all the green that's keyed out, and it is a lot of color. So with orcs being green, I'm going to key them all out, which is really, really difficult. Unless I find some other color to use as the key thing, which means I have to make sure everything else is good. Basically, across all of my alerts, there's going to be one color that I cannot use. And I need to fiddle with the chroma key that I'm currently using. Because if I'm... See, red orcs are, I like red orcs. I like the idea behind red orcs, but they're not as immediately recognizable. There are lots of colors of orcs. Yeah, but I like the classic green orc. I'm a sucker for the traditional orc. You know? Like I mentioned, I think last week, I saw someone who was playing a D&D character who was a half-breed between drow and orcs. So they basically came out as like a black orc with white hair, and they looked absolutely stunning. The artwork I saw for it was gorgeous. I haven't got too deep in the second. Oh. So yeah, I need to work out how to make the tightest band possible for my chroma key, and still have the alerts look good, because as I don't think I can render a very... Well, I can't. It has to have a green screen on it because it's video. Transparency, unfortunately, isn't a thing I get to have with the tools that I'm using, or any of the tools I found. So I need to do some proper chroma key wizardry. Because I could blue screen it. So rather than green screen it, I could use blue. I know that's a pretty common thing. But it means I can't use blue anywhere. So it's an interesting challenge. Because if I get the properties up again, have a look in different sources. Unfortunately, I don't think I can because I mean, if I go over to Stream Elements. If I go to Stream Elements, then potentially, but I'm currently using Streamlabs, just because I haven't had the chance to move over yet. I haven't had the time of the day. I know they're getting a lot of bad press, so don't crucify me yet. There's yeah, so the Streamlabs version all comes through in one swath. On like one browser elements that are all combined. You can make the metal one copperish green, and then you have use blue screen or steely blue, and use green screen. Exactly, yeah. I just put Stream Elements, no need for bad press. So I want to move over to Stream Elements. It's just I haven't had the time to properly move everything over. Maybe I'll do it over the weekend. I'll take some time out to do it properly. Because if that's possible, if there's a better green screen I can use than OBS's green screen. Because here's the thing, if I ramp down the similarity, for example, to like 300, and then I test donation again, you can see it's a much narrower scope. So I have some greens to play around with, like down here and down here. However, if I test follow...
Thank you, darling!
Can you see all the green in the paint splatter in the background? That's a problem for me. So, it needs to take on a full range of green to get all the green of the background out. But it's such a broad spectrum of green that I can't use green or anything adjacent to green. Like even turquoise I'm going to struggle with. So I need to somehow figure out how to narrow the key color and it still work properly. Very, very like tricky and confusing. Especially for someone who doesn't have a lot of video editing background, i.e. me, basically have none of it. Get ready for my stream now. Just got Valheim and play on. No worries. Good luck, buddy. I spent some time with Valheim. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a great game. Is there a non-rust metal like red? Red is the opposite of green, I think. I mean, you could do like iron. Irons are typically a more reddish, metal. I'm not too worried about green on this guy so much, but if I wanted to do an orc horde, then I'm going to be in trouble. The other option is to do a skeleton raid, so like an undead raid. Which, possible. I like orcs, I'd like to have orcs, I use stream elements for different sources, I don't know you can do for now. I mean, like, this is like these are all going to take ages to make anyway, so it's not a huge rush. I have the time to play around. So I'm not tearing my hair out, freaking out, going like thinking the world's going to end in 10 minutes. I mean, it might, but that's for other reasons. So yeah, like using different elements for or different sources for stream elements would probably be a better shout. It's just the getting it done, you know, finding the time in the day. It's like getting the stream loot stuff done. That took forever. But now it's finally done. It's a huge stuff that can just be there for a while. I don't have to put too much time into maintaining it. Because I'm trying to think what. So what I use Streamlabs for is literally just alerts and the chat on screen. There's not. I don't use it for a huge amount of stuff. And even the moved a bunch of stuff. There we go. Even the like the chat run is Streamlabs. But that's an easy thing to convert over to Stream Elements. I don't really use it for anything else. So there isn't a huge amount of stuff I use on Streamlabs anymore. I think I used to use a lot more. I had a lot of, there was one point where I had a lot of counters and stuff like that for like counting followers, counting subs, counting this and that. And I've done away with the vast majority of those. Because you don't need them. Like, no stream needs that many counters. It's kind of cringe. One or two here or there is fine. But I was basically tracking loads of stuff on stream. And that's no good. So I'm thinking, as it stands, if I was to continue using Streamlabs, I'd probably do an Undead Horde. So it ends with a lot of clutter. Yeah, and clutter is something I've been trying desperately to keep at bay for a long time. I totally agree with these counters when they're like, fans be like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, like, why are you here? It kind of comes down to what do you consider to be your content? Like, what's the main focus? Why are you here? And for me, that's the artwork, and it is the video games. The stats and the trackers and stuff like that, that's all ancillary stuff. So it's like the whole, like, I would like to reach 500 followers within my first year of streaming. I would love that. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to have a goofing good time. Right. So we now need. Let's see what we can do with this automatic. Nope. It's going to be largely a lot of the same color. And then invert. Because then we can and we've got our base color. Perfect. Tea time, no worries. Detention! Detention for you! You're fine, don't you worry, darling. You're alright. Icy, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Tea time, how's your week been going? Icy, week report. Tell me how you been. How the devilly ding dong are you all? We're just talking, just streaming basically. Had a bit of a time, but overall well. I hope whatever it is you've been dealing with is subsiding somewhat, and the evening will be fine for you now. Great, just got hit with more essays from college, and the base colour is done. Well, hopefully the papers in college fall pretty quickly. Someone told me the best thing with essays was to bullet point a couple of things in your intro paragraph, and bullet point your conclusion, your final paragraph, and every bullet point from those two paragraphs becomes a new paragraph in your essay, or a new chapter, or whatever you need to fill it out. If you break it down into paragraphs, those things fall crazy fast. So hopefully you can get through this all right. But yes, we're making some progress on this, guys. Some really good progress. So I need a color scheme for this little boy. I've realized there's something I've not done here. His internals will be blacked out. So what are we thinking in terms of a color scheme? It's the best advice. Right? It's pretty decent. It rocked my world when I heard it, and when I was going through uni and writing some papers up on like stuff and like that. I was like, just bullet point your first and last paragraph, and everything else in between. Like, if it's not being referenced in your final paragraph, it's probably not that relevant. It's probably not worth writing too much about, because then it tricks your brain into starting, and that's all you need to do is trick your brain. What color cape do we want? Like a dark, like a scarlet almost? A really rich red? I reckon some cool ass reds. We'll start to show off this character real nice. And then that says we have to turn a draft on scaffold. Oh, a scaffold! That's actually really smart. I never heard of that being done when I was in a position to write essays and stuff. But a scaffold sounds very good. Aggressively pink. I feel like our follow alert is like flamboyant enough. I want more colours of the spectrum in there. I was bullet point with sub-bullet point notes. The essay is explaining further. Exactly, yeah. Scaffolding's a really good way of putting it. I wish I'd had that like 10 years ago. So what we can do is we colour in the cloak, and then I reckon we want some variations in panel colour. So it's not quite all one colour, right? I'm thinking... What I'm thinking... It's a rare case, I know, but I'm thinking... is we have almost like brass-like... oh shit. We have brass interior colours, like the joints and things like that. So go to orange. Probably more yellowish. So it doesn't need to be a lot, just a little bit of variation. Goes a long way. Oh, yeah. If you see blood pour from my nose in a second, you'll know that the thinking didn't go very well. Thinking's a slippery slope to being smart. And we all know that's not my brand. It's not what we do here. This whole smartness thing. It just gives enough color variation to make them a little bit more interesting than just flat color. What I'll do is probably a brighter color, almost like a silver, like a bluish color on like the most outer layered stuff. So like the tip of the chin, like finger knuckles, maybe the odd pauldron here or there. And the real question will be, do we want rust on him? Cool. I rolled a 5 in intelligence. That's the ideal number, right? It's 5 in intelligence. Righty. I feel like the Metal Gear Solid theme is really pushing us to draw faster. If we don't get this done now, the bomb's going to explode. Meryl's going to die. This one will be orange. No, actually, no, it won't. I am mistaken. Ignore me. There you go. Still a little bit of variance there. We need to finish up the cape. Holy shit. Look at that big chunk of cape that we didn't even bother colouring in. Ugh. He's shiny new, right? Mossy, are you just vibing to the Metal Gear Solid music? Because honestly, I'm struggling to. Alright, so there are some songs that play during these playlists that I struggle to keep talking through because I just want to sit here and vibe to it. Metal Gear Solid music is one of those like those soundtracks that I'm just like, I just want to sit and like listen to it all again. It's so good. Big vibe, absolutely. I think once we're done with The Witcher, once we're done with The Witcher, I think I'm gonna be on wait mode basically until Elden Ring comes out. So I want to take on some smaller games. One of those games will be whatchamacallit? Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear? Elden Ring. Yes, Elden Ring. I'm so excited for Elden Ring. Only February. It's not long now. We're almost there. We've almost made it. Right, so I reckon you could give some more variation to the metals with this colour here. Maybe. Let's colour his collar in, maybe. Let's see how that fits. I might delete this colour entirely. Maybe. Mayhaps. Should actually a little bit more variation. All that variation in the metals should make for a more interesting guy. Because the problem is, I don't want him to end up being kind of drab. That's no good for anyone. What do we think? You called her. No worries, not. Enjoy your food. Because your alternative is like a big old painted pauldron, which I'm not against. Again, at the moment, it can't be green. Nothing can be green. So, I'm not utterly convinced, but I'm also not completely dissuaded by it. I think if we push it further, do more of it, like down here. I don't know if we want to colour those rivets in with this colour. I guess we should. It makes sense to keep the same metal with the same metal. Like the brass rivets, I can see not being... Or any rivets on brass I can see not being there. If that makes sense. So I like the red and the bluish silver metal. Maybe we just keep to these almost like crowns, if you will. Because they are almost crown-like. Red capes are the best capes. Damn fucking tootin'. Ada, how you doing, my love? How is the sweet boy? How's your return to streaming been going? I've seen you going live every hour of the day. What else are you up to? We'll make this different color just to make it stand out. Fine and dandy. Hell yeah, buddy. Let's do these as well. Oh, just trying to get everything in order. Everything's already in the shop. I felt that way for like the past full year. So you are very much preaching to the choir, my friend. Holy crap. Is it all looking a little bit closer yet? Or nah? You any closer to being in order? So what I was going to say earlier was I finished rewatching Netflix's 𝘽𝙍𝙎 TV show, and I forgot, like, a lot of it makes a lot more sense now that I've played most of the game, which is really good. I feel like I had a better appreciation for the TV show now that I know the game. So when they're dropping all these names of different continents and things like that, I know what they're talking about. But the thing that's aged so much worse in that show is the 𝘍𝙍𝙼𝙃 armor. You all know what you're gonna know what I'm talking about. The fucking ball bag armor that all the Nilfgaards are fucking wearing. Yeah, new one's in December. I think 17th. It's like 2.5-ish weeks away. And yeah, the fucking. I don't know. It's a shame Tea Time's not here at the moment, because she is all over historical like armor and clothing. And like, yeah, the Nilfgaardian blackened testicle armor. I have no idea how that got anywhere. I'm ready. Not oiled, but ready. It's alright, we can oil you up. We'll get there. I always hated by oil. It was. I don't know how it got as far as it did. How it made it to like the set, and no one took a step back and go like, what is this? Was there ever like a reason given for why it looked like that? I don't know. I don't remember hearing about one. I reckon. Let's make. It's a white pauldron. And you see, as the director's vision was it. Ugh. There's been some set photos about the new Nilfgaardian armor, and it looks a lot better. It looks much like it looks like black plate mail again, so it actually looks decent from what we've seen. So the testicles are basically completely gone. You'll be happy to hear. Should we go for like a big golden shoulder plate, maybe? I want to give him some asymmetry. Because he's quite a symmetrical character in design. So this is our lad, who loves berries and cream. We want to see the author's vision. No one wants to see our vision. Never director. Girl has some new armor, which is interesting. Oh no! Because I've seen the photos of like Vesemir and things like that, and Vesemir looks decent. I like what they've done with Vesemir. It's almost like a white painted piece like that, I think I like that better than the gold. Because he's not a very fabulous character. No, the rivets being the same colour I think works better. Should we make the upper plates on this entire arm this colour? just on the one side. Just finished. I'd like to kill you up. Don't know how to feel. I've heard they changed some things, but like in kind of smarter ways. You haven't seen him play in Vesemir. Do you care about seeing? I mean, you've seen Geralt's armor, so I'm assuming it's not too groundbreaking to show you. So images. We're being gay. We're doing crime. Yeah, Geralt's ab armor. I'm not too sure about. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this. It's a little bit Superman-y in a not particularly great way. Have they? Where's is Vesemir a boot on Google Images yet? I mean, that's the guy playing Vesemir, so like he looks hard as fuck. There was a set photo of him as well. I don't know where that. There it is. So I actually kind of like Vesemir. I like the handlebar mustache. Like Vesemir may not have had a mustache in the show, but I like in the book. Sorry, he might not have had a mustache in the books, but I think he looks right as an older, more grizzled Witcher. There are a few more of his cohorts, the other Witchers revealed as well. I can't remember where they were, what their names were. Was it Zeskil? So that might be Eskel, which it's got scars. It's a yeah for me, dog. It suddenly wouldn't mess with him, right? Give him a wide fucking berth. Hot shit. So yeah, he's got some stuff going. I'm actually not sure about the white anymore. I think I like that more, to be honest. Because then we can go and do some gold detailing on this later on if we wanted to. So we could do something, just some weird fucking lines on that. Come on. It's just something that's a little bit fancier. But that's later. That's not for now. Right, for now we need to do shading, because I think that's all the colour we're going to get out of this. looks wise spot on. Never seen the dude's acting. Hopefully he can act. I mean, it's Netflix throwing Netflix money at it, so I'm assuming the dude can act somewhat. You know? I mean, Netflix's track record isn't pristine, we'll say. So, yeah, there's going to be some stinkers, I reckon. There usually is. I feel like older actors tend to be better than younger actors, just because if you've reached a certain age as an actor, you have to have been good. Like, there's no way you could get like 40 years in an acting career and be shit the entire time. Very, very rare. He's been in a lot of stuff, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, it's gonna be a romp. It's gonna be a Witcher-based romp. So I'm not gonna be very upset if it's trash. It's not gonna ruin my my love for the game or anything like that if it's garbage. Pretty much like, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, then oh well. But then that's been my attitude on most things. If it's shit, it's not my problem. No, I haven't hit 400 followers. Sorry, no, that's completely wrong. I was doing some test alerts. No. I'm 14 short. We were doing some test follows and stuff like that, so that widget's completely wrong. Oh, end that goal. I got 386 on mine. So I wonder if someone's unfollowed or been banned, so I don't know. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I'm 386. Why are you doing anything? Yeah, we need more. More followers, please. Yeah, we were saying this, Adi, we were going over this a little bit earlier. Because I made like a joke of saying like, oh, we could get 500 followers by the end of the year. That'd be really cool. And then we're almost at 400, and we've got a month left for the end of the year. I was like, okay, that's potentially doable. I've been stuck in a loop this past like week and a half of like, no, we could do it. We should. Should I give a shit about how many followers I have again? And it's like, it's a rough circle to get caught in. You deserve it. You deserve it, buddy. Like, I would like to get there, for sure. Like, if you have 14 mates to bring in, then by all means, bring them in. I'm not going to say no. But I'm also being very careful not to attach my self-worth to it as well. Because we'll get there when we get there. To a certain extent. Like, as long as what I'm putting out is good stuff, then it'll take care of itself. But at the same time, I want it now. I want it now. Give. Where's my immediate rewards? So yeah, as the Explosive Barrel Street team, Do you want to go out into other streamers' streams and then direct raids back here? That'd be wonderful. Don't do that. Don't ever be like that. I've gone out and fetched raids for people before, but it's always been a surprise for them. Like, I've been in someone else's stream and they're like, and it's about time to wrap up. I've, like, redeemed the whole, like, guide the raid thing. But I've never asked, like, gotten people to point at someone, if that makes sense. Same time, give you validation. Yeah. Like, I need to be humble, but also please give validation. I need to be, there's confidence that I need other people to fund, and confidence that I want to fund. And they're two completely different confidences. And it's the fucking worst thing in the world to try and balance. I don't know. Maybe I should just do like a at 500 followers I'll do some sort of like a stream of some variety. I don't know what though. I mean, suppose like at 100 follows, at 250 follows, I did a print giveaway, didn't I? So I could just do that again. Do more of that, give a big old print away. It's not a bad shout. I don't know. We'll think of something, I'm sure. But yeah, validation, please. That's all I crave. I laugh, but also. But I laugh, but also. I'm also curious, on this character, do I want to do, things like rust and stuff like that? I'm not entirely sure if I do. Personalized print. Ooh, how do you mean? How do you mean personalized? How am I projecting the iPad? I'm using a bit of kit called 𝘽𝙍𝙏𝙃 𝘽𝙍𝙏, which is basically it sets up your PC to be a screen mirroring target, or Apple Share target, I think. See if I can find it for you, because I've been using it since I started. I think it's 𝘽𝙍𝙏. I think this looks like it. Which do I have? Which one do I have? iPhone, iPad recorder. There we go. There you go. If you're looking to use it, then there it is. I've used it. It's free. It's fairly decent. The connection usually holds up. It goes all over your Wi-Fi, so it doesn't eat data or anything like that. It's not reliant on Bluetooth. So as you'll know from my streams, it doesn't hiccup very often. It's been largely quite good. So I can't exactly fault it too much. want to have a double up doing some emotes for stream. Oh, dude, absolutely do it. I found people really like seeing your behind the scenes stuff. So making emotes and things like that live, people eat up. I've seen people like stream setup streams as well. So like just making sound alerts, things like that. People seem to really like that, really enjoy that kind of stuff. It's bookmarked. Get to it next year. I'm doing this college. You'll be all right, lad. I have faith in you. The secret is no one cares if you're shit as long as you do it. Because most people are in the same boat, saying, oh, I can't do it. And depending on the kind of crowd you're running with, people will be reserved to just call you shit. Usually. I've just remembered I've forgotten to colour in the actual coin purse. I have to pick up some spray paint too. My art just have been flowing there. I need to pick myself up the art. Fucking do it, man! Get back to it! Although I know there's been times in my life where I haven't drawn for like months. And it's brutal. To try and pick yourself back up after like a few months of not drawing, it's harsh. It's hard, man. I've been fortunate with streaming, and the sort of the maintained schedule has really been helpful for me to keep drawing. There have been times this year where I've not drawn off stream for like a couple of weeks, but those are getting further and further like between. Not where I expected this music to go. We went to Spain and then back to rock. Right, before I forget, we're going to colour in this bag. I think a lovely purple suede. Should I just keep the entire like alerts series to like just the bi-colours? If I'm sitting down and painting miniatures is a good outlet. I'm probably. Do you stream your painting miniatures? I can't remember. I can't remember if we've spoken about this before or not. Because I used to paint. I used to collect Warhammer, so I used to paint a lot of miniatures, and I haven't done it in ages. And I get real strong like pangs of missing it. But I don't have the space, the time, or the money to do it at the moment. But man, I fucking loved paint miniatures. It was seriously some of the best stuff, like some of the best stuff. Mrs. got you a Gundam, think you might paint that. Do it. Haven't streamed in a while. That's alright, you get to it when you have the energy for it. I think it's all a hobby. You do it as much as you want to do it, as much as life allows. There's no schedule to keep. There's no point where... Oh shit. Well, let's see if we can finish this guy off with 5% of our battery left. There is no, like, timer running, where if you don't do it by this point, you've run out. Sorry. Thanks for playing. Do as much or as little as you like. I do like Gundams. They are very cool. I always struggle getting into the show, like any of the shows, because there's a lot of political stuff that I always forget Gundam is a very like politics-based show. So I go in like, I'm gonna watch some robots smash the shit out of each other. It's like, oh, this is all about regimes falling and anime kids having a bad time while war happens. It's a way more serious show than I ever remember it, every time. And it's happened about 4 or 5 times. You finally started getting your shit together, so that's the right step in the right direction. Damn right it is. Good lad. Well, you still like badass robots, though. Yeah. As when you watch, when you don't twig on all the political stuff. You manage to skirt through it all right. But I never grew up with Gundam, so I don't have that frame to be able to look through. But the robots are fucking cool. I love them. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I have not zoomed out in a while now, and I'm not sure where we've got. I don't know where we've gotten to. Hopefully, it's all looking all right. And we have forgotten this arm entirely, so let's do that before we go onto the legs. Someone wants a compliment. Tricky one this is. What's your compliment? I appreciate that you had the confidence to stick your artwork in the Discord. Because I know when I was younger, I would hide my artwork. Anything creative that I did, I'd hide like under lock and key, because I don't want anyone that I perceive as like professional or like further along than I was to see it. So I appreciate that you would stick it in the Discord and actively go like, what do people think? I appreciate that endlessly. I think it's a fucking cool thing to do. It wasn't very tricky. Bio, you motherfucker. How do you jump in the chat like that? You'll do us all the mischief. It's going good, buddy. Thank you. How's your day been going, man? I say it's going good. We're actually on a hard time limit because the Apple Pen has 5% battery left. So we're trying desperately to finish it before it runs out. We'll see how we do, I guess. But how's your Tuesday sorting you? Were you at Pole today? I can't remember if Pole is Tuesdays or Thursdays. You haven't just got back from Pole. Perfect. Bio baby. Trying to get something designed for the channel, or more opinions on the better. True. I mean, that's absolutely right. It's why I'm always asking for opinions on like the stuff I do around the channel. Just because. So someone, I posted my follower alert to Reddit, and within 2 minutes, someone had posted like, "Hey, the cuffs on your follower alert have been keyed out along with the background." I was like, "Fuck! I never even noticed that." So now, there's a working example of how posting stuff to other people ends up with a superior product. Because then I know that I can improve that. I can make that better. Right. Let's do this big old pauldron next. So just get some contact shadow on there. Don't ever post a Reddit, it's a different beast. Oh no! You will single-handedly break my kneecaps and make them into meatballs. Hello, Jordan. Welcome in. Bold of you to assume that I have legs, sir. I'm just a floating torso in a little box on Twitch. Legs, honestly. That's so 2019 of you. I don't know what I'm going to do with the drop shadow idea. It's going to have to do with the pixel art. You'd be surprised, actually, dude. So I've done my fair share of pixel arts. Let me drop it in a new layer. I'll show you super quick, like, how to do a drop layer or a drop shadow. So, if we do like a really red square, right? So, little red square. Like that. And then all you do, doesn't have to be black. That is literally all you have to do for a drop shadow. And then what you can do, something I would be tempted to do is something like this. And you got yourself a little bit of 3D. Can you imagine under lock and key, never show your art, hide in the corner, wait for the inevitable device of the universe? Bio's lived a life, you can tell. But yeah, so drop shadows are like crazy simple. A lot more complex of a shape. Again, like the thing with pixel art is you set up like a rules and constraints, and then you stick to it. And as long as you have consistency, the illusion persists. So for example, if I clear that and just go for like just do something like this. It's like a really, really quick. Ooh. EB for explosive barrel. And then the drop shadow. You pick where your light's coming from. So my light will be coming from this direction, right? So it's casting shadow down, bottom left. Bottom right even. So all I need to do is, I know that this will be in shadow. This not necessarily because it's one lower. Oop, this will be in shadow. This will be in shadow. This will be in shadow. That one will be roughly there. That'll be there. That'll be in shadow. So you can see, it's a complicated shape, but as long as you keep the same rules, then you're good. You're golden. All it is. And you have an E jumping off the page. That's really it. It's like, once you start making those rules and that consistency in your pixel art, it becomes a lot easier. You start getting into the swing of it a lot more, and the more you do, like honestly, it's going to sound really annoying and like sort of condescending, but the more you do, the easier it becomes, and it's really true with pixel art. Is once you've figured out what those rules are, you'll be able to do things a lot quicker, a lot more painless, and you'll know when to. What am I doing? That's the wrong color. You'll know when to break those rules. I'm trying to think of like if I have any pixel art to hand, where it shows a little bit more complicated stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you're worried like the shapes are really intimidating, which is entirely fair, start on the simple shapes, see how they work, and then eventually you'll gain that confidence to go into more and more complex shapes. But you'll get there as long as you're honest with yourself and you know you're gonna make mistakes. You'll be absolutely fine. In the immortal words of Jake from Adventure Time, sucking at something is the first step at being kind of good at something, and it's honestly true. you gotta fall down on things before you can like start being good at them. Right. I feel like none of this is going to be in bright light. We want to put some sort of shading on there. All of these new commanders, the anticipation. Ada, you're doing it wrong! You silly goose!
I see you shiver with anticipation.
I even numbered them to be in the right order. I love that wheezy laugh. It's so good. I can't remember if those are the only 3 new alerts that or new channel point redemptions I've got, or if there's more. I think there's some new Streamloops cards. But I can't remember. I'm actually really nervous about how much of this will get done now that we're aware that my Apple Pen is dying. Will we get enough done tonight? I think as long as we what's the limit on channel alert redemptions? It varies from channel alert to channel alert. Be honest with yourself. You fucking idiot sandwich. Yeah, absolutely. If it works for you, call yourself an idiot sandwich. I do it. I go, what the fuck are you doing, you fucking moron? Hands don't look like that, Adam. God damn it. Why are you like this? It works sometimes. Sometimes you need that. That special kick in the ass that only you can give yourself. So yeah, the variance on channel alerts, it varies depending on what it is. I think I recently took most of them down to from 5 minutes to 3 minutes or something like that. How many channel alerts can you create? Is that a challenge? Oh, we can make some. We can make a few. I think I have quite a lot at the moment. I think I need to do some culling of my channel alerts. $30. Yeah, 30 is a lot. 30 is a lot. So like modify single alert, it's fine, I like that one. Some of the channel, like the sounds, can probably go. Curse and compliment, I like. They're fun. Some of the video alerts, I can probably get rid of. Choose a game and crown me, fun ones to have at the end. Flip the canvas is fine. Do other command stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, I like having a library of I like having a library of channel point stuff because I want people to spend their channel points. I want the stuff to be on there to like be worthwhile. There's a few there that the command stuff. I've started putting more of those in. So some of the ones I've added is I like that one. Is it welcome? Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to whatever this is.
So things like that. Like I'm starting to do more and more of those. So I need to rejig my commands list, my public commands list. Did I add anything else the other day? I can't remember. You have some more commands like tarot. I have a tarot command. I fucking love that gif. It's so good. Although tarot seems to have broken. Oh, there it is. There, it's worked. So if you want a tarot reading, like the stuff there. I think I got 8-ball as well. To ask it a question. So I've got a few commands like that, but like I find the real difficulty is getting them out there and making sure people know that they exist. So I don't know if I think I have a command somewhere. It doesn't always make a lot of sense, I find. Much like an actual 8-ball. There's also some like one of the reasons why I like Streamloots is the offloading of alerts and ideas onto a third-party thing. So with Streamloots, there's loads more chat alerts. There's loads more like sounds and videos and things like that to use and play that don't take up space in Twitch's UI. Because if you go to Streamloots, you're looking for things to use. Should I show you these nice? Yes, absolutely. I've never been more sure of things. See, that's like, it works. Sometimes it works. And yeah, I spelled science wrong. Me and words. Fuck me. So yeah, there's tons of stuff that like interactivity points, and I want to use like all of them. But because I want to use all of them, I don't have a central hub of interactivity, which is, I don't know if it harms the channel at all. If it becomes like overwhelming for people. I guess it's one way to find out. Hey chat, all the things that I use for interactivity on the stream, is it good? Do you like it? Or is it a hard fucking pass on a lot of this stuff? Because wait, I want the chat or like the stream to be active and interactive for people, rather than sit and watch. Another for the Streamloots card through in the Discord. Absolutely. So like the Streamloots cards, there's some on there that I'm fucking adoring at the moment. Let's look at some cards. So what have you put in the Discord? What's there then? The farting waffle maker. The hell is the farting waffle maker? That's pretty fucking good. I love a fart joke. The fact that I haven't got a fart, like, is a huge oversight for me. He's pretty goddamn good. So like some of the ones that I like that I've added to Streamloots is this one.
What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?
Just screaming. Or one, because I know sometimes my language is in the gutter. So this one is always good.
What's your profanity?
It's just a classic. Fart jokes are good as long as you don't smell them. Sometimes you gotta smell them for them to be funny. That's the real tea. Sometimes you just gotta smell the fart to make sure it's funny. How to smell your father? Father, let me smell you. Father. Never smell your father without your father's consent. It's a good way to get yourself grounded. Does yours like line up for it? Is he always waiting to be sniffed? That's a problem. That's borderline a fetish. I'd call child services. He's a wafter. Sorry, that's my dad. He's a bit of a wafter right now. I like that. Should we just highlight the metal as well? And this should really make him come to life. But now, have a good one. No worries, Sans. Thank you for checking in, bud. I appreciate it. Have a good sleepy weepy. A little bit of highlights around here. Oh Christ, he's really cute. He's too adorable. Mia, hang on.
Mia Miscellaneous is a powder cake. Hello, favorite artist. I must lurk, but wanted to say you're awesome.
Mia, come back a second. That's a tier 2 sub. What the fuck are you doing with a tier 2 sub? Now I've got to care about what my tier 2 sub emotes are. What are you doing to me? Thank you. Have you always been at tier 2 or is that new? That's too much money. You don't get enough for that. More emo art. Ah! What are you doing to me? Mia! You little tornado of chaos. Why? Ah, well, what? I shouldn't complain about getting to draw more, should I? Really? Lest I become an ungrateful bore. Alright, with the highlights, he's really starting to come together, I feel. No clue what tier 2 emotes are. I think it's the poopy emote. I think it's poop. I think you get to fill the chat with shit. And anyone else's chat you feel worthy of filling with dookie. How proud, the proud new owner. I can only apologize. But thank you, Mia. I hope you're well. I know you're meant to be lurking. I know you're meant to be lurking. We keep talking to you. But thank you. Now you want it even more now. I'll be dipping my toe into digital art soon, so this will be appropriate for my first new project. Oh, excellent! Ah, Mia, you're gonna have so much fun. The one thing I'd say with digital art, stick with it. There's a genuine, like, acclimatization process to it. The first thing you do, you will hate. It'll be the worst, because I had to go through the same thing with the iPad. But stick with it, you'll get there. Appropriate, yeah, but I'll have color it on a Wacom tablet. That's just as good. Just as good. With digital art too, I have a good sized drawing tablet. I start with paint by number, just to get used to pen pressure. Pen pressure is mental. Yes, Mia. Godspeed on your lurk. And Leo, welcome in, my friend. I hope today finds you well. But yeah, the first... Oh, baby, the first digital art project. Shall I... Shall I show you the first thing I made on this iPad of mine? Do you want to see what I made first on this iPad? It's not good. And it's a piece that almost had me in tears, right? So it's a very emotional piece for me. And not because I'm some sort of artsy-fartsy. This piece reminds me of my father who left me at a very young age. It's because it's so shit, but it took me so long and so much effort for no payoff. Should we have a look at what I did first? Which one was it? 2018. All the way at the bottom. The very first thing I did was for Inktober. Right. Let me get some text.
Going up 45 is a powder cake.
Thank you for the prime, dude. Thank you for spending your Bezos bucks with me. I appreciate it, man. Enjoy your emotes. I think you got most of them now. But yeah, this was first. The very first piece I did Inktober Day 1, 2018. Blech, I hate it. It's gross. However, Day 2, improvement. Better already. Still not great. Still not loving it. Still not loving it. Day 3. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. It's looking better. It's getting there. I think by day 9 I was like basically in the swing of things. We're almost there. And then you run all the way up to like Inktober Day 29. It's almost a full month in. And we're not bad. We're basically there. Smash cut to a couple of years later. I mean, basically when I started getting into more digital art, I dropped traditional like a brick. I haven't touched a pencil in a while. we will maybe leave it at that. But yeah, I've not done much in the way of traditional art in a long time. I struggle with making it worth my time in a weird way, because for better for worse, I'm trying to make things that I can either sell as prints, so that means my time that I use for experimentation is actually quite limited, to my detriment, I think, sometimes. So yeah, there's a huge gap in my knowledge now of how traditional art works, and all those muscles are like fully atrophied. So I know if I went back to traditional now, I'd be relearning a lot of stuff basically from scratch. And it's, do I have the time to do that when I could just be doing it all on the iPad anyway in like half the time? So it's kind of become this recurring sort of logic. I'd say getting used to the pen pressure is a pain, pencil paper just becomes so much easier. Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely valid. But yeah, me and pen and pencil, we have a strained relationship. We're in a Christmas card contract. It's so like people come to me at like comic conventions and go like, do you do commissions on the day? I'm like, I do not. I work slow and digital. So yeah, I just want to say a quick thanks for being inspirational. I love the stream as well. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's huge. Thank you, man. Don't fix it being broken. Yeah. And my hands shake. That's why I'm starting with digital art. That's why I can read. Yes, Control Z is addictive. So my hands, I'm fortunate enough that my hands don't shake. But if I was to give up, like, undo now, I'd be in trouble. I would be in trouble. And I feel like freely admitting that I'd be in trouble excuses me from not bettering myself. Oh, but it don't. So yeah, me and traditional art. I haven't spoken in a while. But Ada, thank you for your kind words, man. I appreciate it, man. Endlessly. What I like about your streams, Ada, is you have effortless charm. Like genuinely effortless. You're effortlessly just a cheeky fucking chappy. And I love it. Oop. Now, we need to get us to 400 followers by the end of the night. now that the love-in's finished. We need endless followers. Otherwise my ego can't handle it. I'm kidding. My handshake so much more when doing digital than traditional. I think it's because there's more feedback in traditional. So the grain of the paper helps steady your hand. You can get paper grain overlays for touchpads and iPads and stuff like that. If that's something you want to have a look into, you don't have to. Just a lot. I got something for. It's called an eraser, but it's never a true eraser, though, is it? It's always like you rub it all out, but the pen pressure, like imprint, is still there. It's brutal. Love you so much. I followed you twice. Which just says don't to me. Very crafty. Currently standing down a mermaid crown to finish, and that's going to take forever. See, I like crafty people. I am not. I struggle with the concept of being crafty for me, because once I've crafted something, it then takes up room, and I am a stickler for not having lots of stuff about. So I tend not to craft as much. Just because I have no idea where I'm going to put things once I've done them. My partner, on the other hand, very crafty. And they're effortlessly good at watercolors. And it's endlessly irritating, to be honest. Love them dearly, love them dearly. But they will go weeks and weeks without painting anything. Pick up the brush again, and it's just pristine. It's gorgeous, non-stop. And it's like, how? How do you have perfect muscle memory? I don't know how they do it. They don't know how they do it either. I've asked them. It's a mystery. None of us will ever know. Has there been an update for the partners' Instagram? I don't think so. They use Birds and Burbs for their artwork. I don't think they've posted in a while. You actively stockpiling stuff for an Etsy store? Hell yeah, do it. Get on it. But yeah, I don't think they've posted in a while. Because I've not posted to Instagram in a while. I'm really bad at posting to Instagram. I have no idea why. I'm just trash at it for some reason. I just never keep up with it. Then we're going to commission. Even better. You get to put your heart and soul into it, and then it fucks off. It's what I could hope for in doing crafty things. I wonder if I could test your video game SFX knowledge. I think you could do. Welcome in, Scared. It's good to see you, bud. Go on, hit me. What's the test? I got a painting from FaZe. It's just, it may say I'm glad she's it. No worries. Absolutely. FaZe is genuinely one of my favourite artists of all time. She is fantastic. Is this a whole quiz? Oh my god. I don't think I can do this now, but I'll do it afterwards. We're on a hard time limit with the Apple Pen on here because it's gonna run out soon. I won't be able to do this now, but I will do it. And I'll say now, I'll smash it. It was on 5%, so we'll see how it goes. That looks alright. You got 33 out of 60. Wow. Alright, fair enough. Although, scared to death. If you don't mind me asking, because I'm genuinely curious, I would never poke fun at something like this. You're deaf to some extent, correct? I think, would it be unfair to say you get a little bit of leeway there? Well, that was a cacophony.
Right, Grumpy is a powder cake. Hey there, I am a real subscriber. Do you want to go skateboards?
Hell yeah, I'll go skateboards with you, buddy. Thank you for the 4 months of subbing, man. I appreciate it endlessly. What a hero. So yes, scared to death. So you are deaf to some degree. So how does that affect your recognition of sounds? Because I don't know in what regards, like, you're hearing impaired, like if it's things that are just generally sort of muffled, or it's like low tones or high tones your ears don't recognize, or if it's in one ear over another or something like that. I'm genuinely curious to see if you're willing to, like, speak to it. Although when people always forget hearing aids and cochlears exist. I mean, that's true, they do. But I know that there's a lot of people. I think, like, my granddad had a hearing aid for a long time, and it basically did nothing for him. So I know they're not like a blanket fix-all. But you're saying, like, a hearing aid or a cochlear implant basically brings you up to par with it. So you've had them since you were 1, you think. Fair enough. Oh, okay, so you hear almost as well as a normal person. Brilliant then. If you lip read. Both computer, etc. I was for my hearing devices helps a lot. Okay, fair enough. No, I was genuinely curious, and I hope you don't mind me asking. I know it can take a lot of energy to, like, explain things that you've had to explain a million times before. But I appreciate you taking the time to give us an answer and help us understand what it's like to be you a little bit. So I like to think that we encourage educating each other around here, around these parts. We talk a lot of shit. That's for true. But we take the time and the care to make sure that we know other people in the chat and what they go through. Sneezing Darkly, how you doing, buddy? Going up's got peanut brittle. Did you not bring any for the group? Sir. And also, yes, that was Eddie Gordo's theme, and I fucking love Eddie Gordo's theme. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic bit of music. And then, does anyone know what game this is for? Specifically which one as well? I think Sneezing Darkly will know. Everyone use that as your intro song. I'm down for it, buddy. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing really well, actually, today. Today's been a fantastic stream, I feel. I've had a lot of fun. It was 10. But is it 10 or is it 10-2? It is 10. You got there. Ada, points for Ada. I have hereditary degenerative hearing loss. It's progressed to the point where I probably need hearing aids despite being in my 30s. I seem to be progressing faster than my mother and her family before her. I have nothing in the high range or the low range. It has to be really close to me or I can't hear it. That's rough. Try these next two cards out. Oh boy. It's really good peanut butter. I'm not sharing. I mean, I get it. I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna take some of that peanut butter, but I get it.
Of course!
Oh, Raul Julia as M. Bison. Be still, my beating heart.
Fucking shut up! Thank you. Right, Grumpy just wanted a second there.
I love how aggressively loud that is. It's a proper shock to the system. Wow. Right? That's a command right there. Such gonna get stuck to your teeth. Well,
We need some milk!
Our table is broken!
I love that kid. Oh no! Our table is broken! Has anyone seen the original video for
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Has anyone seen the original video for that kid with the broken table? The little fucking idiot. He's stacking bricks on a table, and of course the table just collapses, and it's just, oh no, our table is broken. It's like, of course it's fucking broken. You were stacking bricks on it. You little idiot. You can tell he's one of those kids, right? He's a cute kid, but he's thick. He's a bit stupid. Oh, wait to S expand a text command thingy. I don't think I've got any behind. I haven't got much for text commands for non-subs, but if you sub, you get access to them. Yeah, I've seen a few people do that, and it's been something I've been interested in doing before. But with I was talking about this a little bit earlier actually. Scared because I struggle with getting the word out that commands exist. Because I've had them listed in various different places, but people just don't seem to know. But I like the idea that the sub commands allow a sub to be worth more. Because I feel, personally, like I do sub to various different streamers, and I give subs to various different streamers when I can afford to do so. I feel that subs, as a baseline, don't offer enough to really justify their cost. Like anyone that subs and doesn't use like any emotes or anything like that, like you're gaining I feel like you're getting a raw deal. It's why, like, tier 2 and 3 subs, I'm like, why? The fact that Mia today subbed at tier 2 blows my goddamn mind. Like, it's fucking rad that you want to support people, but it's a bad financial decision. Like, I can't willingly endorse it.
Cheese.
That actually scared the shit out of me. That made me jump a little bit then. Cheeky feckers. Like I have a website for the sound commands you do. Oh, excellent. One of the categories is broken though, I don't know why. The cheese one's good. Because it's James May as well, and James May's a lovely, doddery old man, and has been for like 40 years. Cheese. I like the cards that are almost like record scratch moments. So it's just like, what? Those are the ones I like. Those are the ones that I go for. Think about how to do quotes. I've got some good ones. Yeah, like, so I use the Streamlabs chatbot.
profanity.
Fuck you, I'll do whatever the fucking want, buddy boy. Yeah, quotes. I've got the system running, but it's basically for other people to quote me or things like that. I take no ownership over maintaining that list of quotes or filling it up with things. That's on other people to use. I feel like if I try and catchphrase myself, no one's going to use it. However, if other people want to catchphrase me or quote me out of context, that's all good fun. Like quote number 9. I will piss on whatever the fuck I shall desire. Oh, what was it on the moment? A bit cheese works. Yeah, I remember you can quote yourself. And you're now official channel lore going up. How does that feel? Nope. Right, this arm was actually taking a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to. There's just so much of it. Metal is the best and the worst thing to draw. Because when it works, it really works. But it's so much work to make it work. I appreciate the work, Sked. Endlessly and truly. And the other thing, the battery's fighting on the little Apple Pen that could. It's got a little bit of oomph left in it. It's not gone yet. I don't know what this is, what game this is from, but it fucking slaps. Little Aliens from Big Nick. Domania? I don't know what it is, but it's pretty fucking cool. There was a rivet down here that I missed the shadow on. There it is. Kind of did a old man moment. You're in the future, right, Grumpy? You gotta keep with the times. You gotta stay awake. The pen dies, the stream dies. It's true. As soon as the pen stops working, like I'm just sweeping my desk of everything. Everything's going offline. Now we got like half an hour left. So we'll see how this goes. But with the Final Fantasy music, it's definitely feeling like there's a lot of pressure on to get this as done as possible. You know? A draw with a mouse challenge. Oh my god. Drawing with a mouse. No. Such evil. You wouldn't. You couldn't. Well, that's all the metal done, methinks. Right, onto the brassy sections. There's a draw. Did I catch honking? I caught a bit of the honking. Unfortunately, I watch conk while I'm at work. So, oftentimes I'll have to dip out. But yeah, the honks were strong and true for many a minute in that stream. That and all of this, more or less. Most of this, anyway. Yeah, I tried to catch as much as possible, but I am covering a lot of work this week. So I've been proper in and out of people's streams, which has been really frustrating. There was a time at work where I could DOS basically all day, and that time is well and truly behind me, and I miss it terribly. I didn't appreciate it, and now it's gone. Oh, it's going to happen tomorrow as well. Oh, Christ. Did he get the shiny in the end? Do you know? I wagered a lot of channel points on that. So I have a vested interest in whether he actually found the shiny or not. Whistles and dozing off. I wish I was there as well. Wish I could doze. I think he gave all the points back, but not yet. Ah! I have to admit, with predictions and stuff, I do like gambling all and then losing it all as well. I will often lose all my points. Have you actually reloaded on the shiny? I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat, just out of muscle memory. I didn't get tagged in Discord, so probably not. I've definitely done that before as well, where I'm just like, I'm so like zoned out or something, like I'm trying to make it happen, and then it happens, and because I'm so zoned out, I just click through it and lose it. I wish I could say it was only the once as well. But no. It's a couple of times. That's the brass done. Right, the silver. This should be... Should be good. This is where, these are the layers where I don't have to be too careful about lines. So it can be a little bit sloppier, quicker. That's before I tell me when he did, and he said, that's me. What is that? Is that a yellow card stress? As well. Right, so there's not much of this left. The highlights should take even less time as well. I reckon something like that should do. Yeah. Beans is yeah, there should be a... Yeah, beans is a bit emote. Which one is that? Is that meow dollar? yeah, beans is a bit emote. It should be the first one. So you should have access to that forever. You shouldn't have to re-buy or re-give bits for that. I still need a level 4 bits emote, but I have no idea what to do. How many layers? Disgustingly few. I've condensed all my line work onto one layer. It's not good practice. Don't do it. But I'm being foolhardy. Yeah, I could not endorse making your layers smaller. But you know what? For ease of navigation, sometimes it works. There's always about... True, but I did it so long ago, that action is lost. And something that Procreate doesn't do very well is... it doesn't... when you go out of a project, it forgets all of your undos and like the steps you've done to get to where you are. So if I exit this project and go back in, there is no more undoing. I'm stuck with where we are at the moment. It is a failing of Procreate for sure, but it just means you've got to be extra careful about when you leave a project. Try sketchbook this. I haven't. Is that on iPad? Because if it's on desktop, then it's probably not something I'm likely to use. Just because the iPad is where I do my work. Now, there are plenty of good sketch apps out there at the moment. Like, a lot. It's wild. Photoshop must be quaking in their boots. There was actually a vector illustration program I wanted to check out the other day, but it's 20 quid. It's a little pricey. It's a little much. But it looks really good. We can collapse that because it's the same color. See, is that dark enough? Yeah, about. I use desktop and Android. If it's desktop and Android, it's unlikely I'll use it, to be honest. Create a scrub. The one I've used is Autodesk Sketchbook. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, what was... I have the name somewhere on my phone. What's it called? Affinity Designer. Let's have a quick look on the App Store. That's the one. Oh, it's only a tenner. Interesting. But yeah, it's a vector tool. And I haven't used much vectors, so it'd be interesting to learn. But it'll allow me to do... I reckon it'll allow me to do some like tarot card type stuff. So I want to try it. Especially if it's only a tenner. That's actually a lot more affordable then. Fucking yes, me. So I might do a stream at some point. Just having to play around with that. So we'll see how that goes. And this, I think honestly we can make that a little bit darker. I'm going to stand out just a little bit more than that. Never heard of Autodesk Inventor. It's something I played with in high school. Got my basic 3D printing and blueprint design. Oh, cool. I think it's just a tenner. Like the App Store is usually one-off purchases. If it was a year, I wouldn't entertain it. I hate buying programs on subscription. It's not something I care for. Like if I have a program, I want to have access to the program forever. So yeah, if it was a subscription, that'd be a hard pass from me. Yeah, I know Photoshop's moved or tried to move to a subscription-based model, and honestly, fuck that. Absolute nightmare. It's fine for businesses, but for private users like myself, absolute nightmare. Makes the program completely not worth it. and it's just so obvious that like I am not their target market anymore, because they'll sell me one version of Photoshop, and they won't get me to upgrade for like 5 to 6 years. So I'm a one-time customer, which from a business standpoint they need repeat customers. But as one of those customers, I want to actually have a program that I'm going to use for a long time. Alrighty. Alright, we got this one as well. Excellent. That's quite user friendly. You can get a free version called Fusion 360. I think in the new year I might be looking at getting into 3D modeling again. I used to do a lot for uni. And I've wanted to get into 3D printing a lot. But it's finding the space for it, you know? But me and my partner are in talks. We might be thinking just fuck it. Because they want to use it, they would want to use it for stuff as well. So yeah, watch this space. There might be some 3D work coming from me in the future. Because honestly, my 3D modeling wasn't that bad. Considering at the time it wasn't what I wanted to do, my 3D printing wasn't terrible. I'm really very conscious about how much battery this pen has left. And that's all the red's done. Right, purples. Light purple as well while we're here, because there's not a lot. I get having a subscription-based system. Your product is very superior, but there's similar products in the market. This is a scam. Yeah, even when like there isn't much competition, it's a huge thing with.
Right, Grumpy wants a hot take on prices of entry-level computer art equipment and software.
Well, a hot take. I think there is too much shit. My hot take is there's too much shit that's entry level. Like for example, when I was looking for a video editor to put my alerts together, I think I went through 4 different programs before I got to something that was even remotely usable. Like 4 different programs before I could find something that could do a fucking green screen. And it's such a basic video editing technique. Fuck that. There's so much entry level shit now, and it all does half jobs. No. No. That's not good enough. If you're gonna make an entry level program, it's got to carry you somewhere. It's got to take you on some sort of a journey to educate you, to make you better. It's entry level. It should be preparing you for basically a higher level shit. But there's a lot of entry level stuff that doesn't do that, and so it's basically useless. How's that for a hot take? That do anything for you? Hot take indeed. Right. I'll duplicate that. I'll duplicate this. And move that up there. And this can take off. And that can retake. And we can get rid of all of this. With good reason. So I'm going to do something. Merge that down. Because then I can swap this to almost like a golden color. There we go. And then mask. Fill that mask black. And then I can go white. And now I can draw in yellow. Some gold highlights. Look at that! For a pro art move. Too thick. Just a little bit of something. Doesn't have to be too much. Let's put that there. It's a bit weird just being there by itself. Nah, I'm not feeling that. Does it even need a crest of any sort? Maybe something. So like some script, I reckon. Yeah, no crest. I reckon some 40k style script is what we want. Gives the illusion of more detail. You know, just a little bit of fancy. Just a wee bit of fancy. Put your bets down as a business expense. Definitely do it. Definitely. For private, it'd be difficult, no doubt. Right. He's done. He's done, and it's basically 10 o'clock. So I do not think we'll be able to put the actual full alert together tonight. But should we figure out someone to raid? Who's about? I'm drawing. Should we make a new friend? Oh no, it's 60 odd things. I don't have time to do that tonight. I haven't got the time to do that kind of stuff tonight, unfortunately. Whose art is grabbing my attention? I think I've raided Steve before. I wanna raid someone new. Let's go for you.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Thank you, Red Grumpy. I won't. I'll try to stick around. So Trinity looks like she's drawing some thirst traps. And she doesn't look like she's even fucking there at the moment. So this will be interesting. But guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I've really enjoyed tonight. I'll be back on Thursday with more witching. It's a coin toss with The Witcher at the moment. Do we want to do story stuff, or do we want to do side quest stuff? Who knows? But anyway, I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you very much, guys, and enjoy your Wednesday and your Thursday daytime. I'll see you all very soon.